It's a common phrase that money can't buy happiness, but when you look at it more closely, how can you spend your money in such a way that you are a little happier and more satisfied at the end of the day? Are there specific purchases that lead to a higher degree of personal happiness? How do you achieve inner satisfaction? Is it possible that the way we spend our money has a direct influence on how we perceive and experience satisfaction and happiness in our lives? Hi, if you're new here, I'm Jeremy. I'm a doctor from Germany. And if you want to know how to spend your money to be more happy, then stay tuned. Often we are taught by our parents or society that we should graduate from school. Afterwards, we should go to uni because having a bachelor's degree is the least thing you should bring to the table. Then find a secure job. And once you've gained some work experience, you should aim for the next big promotion. But don't forget to demand a high salary. But once you've got the money, what's the best thing to do with it? Think of the next investment to achieve financial freedom? Money is just a tool, not the goal. No matter how much money you have at the end of the day, always accumulating more and more money won't drive your satisfaction scale up. Of course, everyone has to cover their basic needs somehow. That is a given. But just watching the numbers in your account grow more and more won't bring you long-term happiness. But money isn't evil either. It has no feelings. It is a tool, and you can learn to handle this tool to create a better life for yourself. And we should also learn to handle our money more consciously. Spending our money for the next trend on TikTok may give us a small kick of dopamine for a short moment, but spending money on material things will not make you happy for a long time. And so you quickly end up looking for dopamine kicks all the time. As soon as the money arrives, you can go shopping, surf the internet, and throw your money just down the drain. And because almost everyone handles it this way, it becomes a standard, so we don't question our actions anymore. But the next time you make a purchase, ask yourself, do you really want the item? Are you doing this just for the recognition because you have an idea of how people will talk about you afterwards? Or are you doing it just out of habit because you don't know what else to do with your time? The most important thing is, when it comes to spending your money for happiness, is to invest in experiences. The joy of an experience is more fulfilling than material things. For example, if you spend your money on a great, unforgettable vacation, a cooking class you've always wanted to take, or a music festival that connects you with friends and strangers, you'll find that these experiences will give you a deeper and long-lasting satisfaction. In contrast, material things like a new smartphone or an expensive watch often quickly lose their appeal. They quickly become the norm. They can bring short-term joy, but not long-term happiness. Also, you can enjoy experiences for longer. You can share photos and stories even years later. You can talk about how a culture broadened your horizon. You can talk about how delicious the exotic food was. Or you can talk about the interesting people that you have met. Try bragging about your new iPhone or your car to the same person twice. It feels a bit weird, doesn't it? Hey, look, did you see my new iPhone? Yeah, you showed me that like 5 minutes ago. The magic of anticipation. Often it is the case that just the thought of a future event that we look forward to gives us a lot for our everyday life. I mean, who doesn't know it? When I was a kid and knew we were going to the amusement park, the excitement was so huge that I couldn't sleep at night, just because I imagined how awesome the next day would be. Of course, this emotional roller coaster flattens out in adult life, but having things to look forward to always gives you a little more motivation for everyday life. Even if I know that the Friday is going to be hard at work in the hospital, if I can look forward to the free weekend, then it's not that bad. And so we can plan small events that we can look forward to into our everyday life. Actively plan activities regularly in your life, so you always have something to work towards. Of course, it's cool to plan a big trip, but planning a weekend trip every now and then never hurt anyone. Learning new skills. Another good way to spend your money wisely is to use it to learn new skills. Step out of your own comfort zone and invest your money and time in projects that ignite passion in you. Whether it's a new language, a new instrument, or a new sport, learning new skills can give you a sense of fulfillment and self-improvement. It makes you proud and helps boosting your self-esteem. When we face and overcome new challenges, we experience a boost of motivation that encourages us to try new things. Besides, learning new skills can help you to better understand yourself and to grow. It offers you the opportunity to explore your interests and discover which activities bring you true joy. It helps you to better understand your strengths and your weaknesses, and it allows you to further develop your abilities and talents. When we join a club or a group to learn a new skill, we open up opportunities to form new relationships and expand our social network. We come in contact with people who share similar interests, and we have the opportunity to learn from their experiences and knowledge. Buying back your time. Another good way to use your money is to spend it to buy back your time. If you're also a very busy person, whether it's because of your job, of your family responsibilities, or because you don't feel like you have enough free time, it may make sense to outsource some activities. You might need help with your household, or you might want to do grocery shopping online every now and then. You will know best which tasks you can stand, or which things simply take up a lot of your time. But sometimes you may ask yourself, is it really worth it to pay others for things that I can do myself? And the answer is a clear yes, especially if you can't stand these activities and responsibilities. And how do you calculate whether it makes sense financially? In the book Buy Back Your Time by Dan Martell, he suggests calculating your hourly rate. Look at your income and calculate how much you earn per hour. If you earn $15 per hour, for example, you can roughly estimate how much money you could use for outsourcing. But the most important thing is to use the gained time wisely. If you use the gained 2 hours for mindless scrolling on social media, then you have missed the point. And besides, you just spent $30 to scroll on social media. Time is the most precious, non-renewable resource that we have. We can always earn more money, but we can't gain more lifetime. So use your time wisely. If you feel constantly stressed and feel always stimulated, I just got the right video for you here. I hope you're doing well. I hope you learned something. As always, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time, Jeremy Tuesday. Peace.